some self-reflection here. They started the night with 13. They're looking at 4.
Yeah, it's actually quite interesting, and I've just been having a quick look at some of the outer metro seats that are very strongly were held very strongly by the Labor Party. We've seen some really significant shifts in the primary vote of Labor. Just looked at Light, 57% primary vote in 2022 down to 38. Taylor, 53% in 22 down to 41. We saw in Chris Picton's seat a similar, I think it was 56 down to 37. So obviously, there is a protest vote going on, particularly in safe seats. And, whilst obviously the Labor Party has picked up some votes in the inner city in some of the seats that were previously as, you've actually taken a fair bath in the primary vote in some of the others. But it looks like many of them will come back on the two-party preferred. But it's been really interesting how attacked the primary vote of both major parties have been. And interesting, as you rightly point out, Tom, how preferences have rather weirdly meant that the two-party preferred situation's coming out in a different way than it might usually have come out.
Well, I mean, it's fair to say the Liberal Party have not preferenced the Labor Party ahead of One Nation anywhere. So we're getting elected because we're winning in our own right or because we're relying on other preferences, but not from the Liberal Party and One Nation. I saw Ashton's speech, and as gracious as she was, the Liberal Party were cheering that they had won 4 seats. And I've got to say that there needs to be some self-reflection here. They started the night with 13. They're looking at 4. I think the message here, while you could argue it's a pox on both your houses, I don't see that argument in metropolitan Adelaide. I see our primary vote with a 4 in front of it. Our primary vote in regional areas, well, we don't really hold many seats in regional South Australia. We hold 1. I think we've done exceptionally well tonight. I think this message wasn't aimed at us. And it might be okay to deflect, but I think the message here really is to the Conservative side of politics that they are unhappy with the representation that they're getting, and they're letting people know about it.
I mean, I'd accept that quite clearly there was a very strong message sent to the Liberal Party, but I think you have to be fair. The numbers tell the story that I think there has been a sort of a pox on both your parties type response tonight, because, there have been significant drops in your primary vote. So I don't think you can hide from that. And I also think, Ashton has had a very short runway to come in. We were expecting to win no seats in November.
That's not true. That's not true.
Well, that was what the polling was showing.
That's not accurate. There's never been a case in this state where the Liberal Party won't win a seat. That's just a ridiculous statement.
Well,
and it sounds like spin to me. It sounds like the Liberal Party is saying we were winning no seats and we've won 4. Aren't we fantastic? I'm sorry, that's not the message South Australians have given us tonight.
Well, I'm got to say, if anybody thinks that I have told the public tonight that we've had a fantastic night, then obviously I have not given my message out very well. I certainly accept the fact that tonight hasn't been a great night.